Hello and welcome to this Liberty Division matchup here at the Quakertown Lower Gym between the 2-5 Quakertown Panthers and the 2-4 Abington Ghosts. We are set for tip-off. Starters for Quakertown tonight will be Miles Longacre, Ethan Tomlinson, Anthony Cowan, Kyle Rosenberger, and Sam Wilkin. Here with Jack James tonight, my color commentator, and Sam Wilkin controls the opening tip and the first possession for Quakertown. Abington's going to start in the zone look. They get it to Longacre at the stripe, kicks it out to Rosenberger, who's going to get stuffed, but glance, the Abington center is out of bounds.
Looks like Abington's going to try and use zone early. Happer Horsham was able to upset Quakertown using his zone coverage, so we're going to see if Abington can try and do the same thing.
Both teams had problems against the zone defense in the last two matchups, so it would make sense to see some zone looks from both teams tonight, as Abington starts and one on the first possession. Here's Wilkin now, defended by Jeremiah Lee, the best offensive scorer for Abington. Cowan at the top is going to find Rosenberger now. He drives, puts up a mid-range floater that's too strong, and Cowan unable to corral the offensive board.
Didn't really look like Quakertown could get an open look against that zone.
Now here's Glantz, the center for Abington, who's starting in his first game in 2 games, as Jeremiah Lee's going to miss the three. Rebound will be controlled by Anthony Cowan on the miss.
That was a strong follow by Kellen Ingram, but wasn't able to make the putback.
So now here's Rosenberger. He loses it, but he corrals it. Gives it off to Longacre. Longacre's trailed by Damon Rawls, the 5'5 Abington point guard, and a travel is called on Longacre on the drive. So some offensive troubles early on by both teams. Unable to beat the zone, which is something we saw in their last 2 matchups for both of them. Abington struggled against Wissahickon. Gave up a 13-2 run in the fourth quarter, which ended up resulting in their 4th loss of the year, as Rawls takes Wilkin off the dribble, but this one's turned over. Longacre on the break now. He's got a 2-on-1. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Miles Longacre on the board first.
Looks like that's going to be the key for Quakertown's offense this game, is trying to score in transition.
Now here's Lee on the drive, defended by Tomlinson. He goes up strong and finishes.
It's a great finish by Jeremiah Lee, able to stay composed at the rim.
This one's turned over. Josh Young up for the layup, and a charge is called, taken by Sam Wilkin after the turnover.
I thought he was going to dunk that.
It looked like
he got a little bit scared.
He got up there. Now Abington sets up in a bit of a full court press look. Quakertown had some troubles beating this earlier on in the year, but they figured it out as the season has gone on. Longacre in the corner fakes the 3. Resets it out to Wilkin, who finds Cowan inside. He's defended by Young. He goes up for the layup, and a strong finish by Anthony Cowan. Quakertown 4-2 early on in the first.
Anthony was able to drop step Joshua Young and really got the open shot towards the rim.
They get it back to Young, who gives it off to Rawls now. 5'5 point guard. He pulls the 3 from the top of the key, and this one's way off. Rebounded by Cowan. Longacre now in transition. He drives, gets the foul.
If I'm Quakertown, I'm definitely looking to attack Damon Rawls here. Him being one of the shorter players you'll see on the court during the season, you definitely want to go at him. Use his height to your advantage.
Longacre finds Tomlinson inside, blocked away by Kellen Ingram, but he rebounds it. Tomlinson blocked again, and this one's controlled by Jeremiah Lee. Lee's pass is stolen by Longacre, but it's off his foot. Wilkin's there to corral it. Sam Wilkin takes Rawls off the drive, kicks it out. Longacre 3-ball short, rebounded by Lee.
Quakertown's getting a lot better look in this transition. You got to keep looking to do that.
Now Glantz kicks it over to Jeremiah Lee, the leading scorer for Abington. He had 25 against Upper Dublin on Friday as Glantz misses a 3. Wilkin up for the rebound. It's a jump ball between him and Josh Young. It'll remain Abington ball as the possession arrow is in the Ghosts' favor. It's a tough rebound there to come up with by Sam. You're going up against a guy that's probably got the height advantage on you by at least 5 to 6 inches.
Joshua Young, I don't know.
Now here's Lee, defended by Rosenberger. This one's off the feet of Rawls. It's dribbling out of bounds, and it is Quakertown ball, turnover by Abington.
Looked like the pass was too low there, and Quakertown was able to come up with the ball. It's a great call by the ref too, being able to say that it was out on.
Pass was intended for Rawls, who had 4 points against Wissahickon on Tuesday. Cowan sets the screen for Wilkin. Quakertown's looking to find an opening here in this 2-3 zone from Abington. Abington bench making some noise on their side of the court down here as we're through the first 4 minutes in play in the first quarter. Here's Wilkin now. Finds Rosenberger. He's going to give it inside to Cowan. Wilkin defended by Lee. This one's poked away by Damon Rawls. He gets the steal on Longacre. Now Jeremiah Lee in transition finishes at the cup, blocking foul called and one for Jeremiah Lee.
Really good hands there by point guard Damon Rawls, able to come up with that steal. That's what you look to do if you're lacking in height on defense. You just got to make up with it with other things, and getting steals like that is one of the things you can do.
Lee's had 3 games over 20 points this year. He was 5 of 9 from the line in his last outing as he makes the 3-point play. So Quakertown trails by 1, a little bit over halfway through the first quarter. As both offenses have kind of struggled here early on against looks that they saw in their last games, as a foul's called on Damon Rawls. Rosenberger is the one who got the shove there. It's going to be Lathan Miller now checking in for Rawls.
I think that's Rawls' 3rd foul in the game already.
Have to get him out there to avoid foul trouble for your starting point guard. Miller's around 6 foot tall, so he gives a little bit more of the height advantage as Quakertown turns this one over on a sloppy pass.
Just slipped out of Sam's hands there.
So we'll see who the offense runs through now with their starting point guard taking a seat on the bench. It'll be Glantz bringing it up, but he gives it off to Lee now. See if Lee pulls the 3. He does. It's from the right corner, and this one's good. Jeremiah Lee on fire early on here tonight.
You can already tell that Jeremiah Lee looks like it's Abington's best player so far.
Showing up on both ends of the court so far as Rosenberger pulls the 3 ball. This one's good. Kyle Rosenberger for 3.
That's how you beat a zone. You just got to outshoot it.
Got to keep that ball moving. Now here's Glantz, defended by Longacre. Glantz gives it to Lee. Jeremiah Lee on the drive, blocked away. Whose ball's it going to be, though? They rule it Abington ball. 8-7 here, 2 minutes and 14 to play in the first quarter. Abington with the 1-point lead early on. These are 2 teams that have followed similar stories. Abington had a rough start. They started 0-3 as Lathan Miller now sparks a 3. That's way too strong. Air ball. And he's hearing it from the crowd.
Looked like he was shooting at the gym upstairs.
Yeah, he saw a couple of rims on that one. And they call a walk on Sam Wilkin. Just some sloppy turnovers early on both teams tonight. Bad passes, couple travels.
We've seen both teams struggle against scoring against zone defenses, and it looks like that trend might continue going into this game.
And it looked like coming into this game, both teams might have had a 3-game win streak, but Quakertown suffered a heartbreaking defeat at the hands of Hatboro Horsham on Tuesday at a last-second layup to beat the buzzer and give them their 4th loss or 5th loss of the year as Jeremiah Lee misses this 3 ball, and they call a foul. Looks like they're giving that to Wilkin.
Number 13, Joshua Young right now really looks like Joel Embiid. If they had fantasy basketball in high school, I'm definitely taking him top 5.
You would definitely want him on your team.
Looks like Quakertown really going to make their best effort to try and box him out and keep him off the glass.
So Clancy checks in now for Sam Wilkin after that foul. So both starting point guards in foul trouble early on. Here's Kellen Ingram. I believe that's his first touch of the day. He takes Longacre off the drive and finishes at the rim. A strong layup by Kellen Ingram. He extends the lead to 3 for Abington.
Kellen Ingram for Abington looks like a promising scorer for them. So they're going to look to him to do things like that.
Longacre throws it across court to Kyle Rosenberger, looking for Tomlinson inside. Can't find him. Ingram goes for the steal. Gives Tomlinson the baseline drive. It's flipped out to Callan for 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Glantz.
It's a good look for Anthony.
Now Josh Young up for the layup and finishes at the cup. Gives the lead to 6 now for Abington. Or check that, 5 points now for Abington.
Josh Young right now looks like he should be playing for Sierra Canyon.
He definitely should. So the lead is 5 for Abington after that layup by Young. 43.5 to go in the first quarter of play. Quakertown just having some troubles getting anything going here offensively. A couple of turnovers, some bad shots.
Looks like they're holding for the last shot here.
Looks like Quakertown's trying to get that last shot now. Clock's ticking now. Inside of 10 seconds. Got to get into the offense. Still swinging it around. Nothing going yet. They get Rosenberger up the middle. This one's swatted away by Josh Young. Longacre on the mid-range follow. No good. And that's the end of the first. That was a ferocious block. I'm not going to lie.
That one hurt me a little bit.
That was emphatic. So 12-7 here after the first quarter. It's a low scoring.
Felt like a fast first quarter, too.
It did feel fast. Low scoring, though.
I think they sped up the clock a little bit.
And if you're Quakertown, I mean, you expected to see a defense like this after you struggled to beat it in your last matchup. Abington also had some trouble with it, but only 7 points in the first quarter. I believe that's the lowest quarter point total for Quakertown. They had 8 against PW.
I feel like us giving up 12 might be the lowest we've ever given up, too.
It was. It's just a very, very low scoring outing here in the first quarter. I hope you took the under. But
I'll take the over.
Both point guards in foul trouble. I believe Rawls has 3, Wilkin has 2, which makes up all of the 5 fouls in that first opening quarter for both teams.
Both point guards, too.
Yep. Creates a bit of a dilemma for both coaches of how to run the offense if you're without your 2 main ball handlers. Quakertown looks to Clancy now to step in for Wilkin in the absence, as Abington is going to keep the same 5 on the court. Lathan Miller replacing the 5'5" point guard Damon Rawls. It'll be Callan inbounding this one. Clancy running the point still. Defended by Lee at the top. They trap him in the corner, but he gets it off to Callan. Another trap in the corner. They send 2 of them so far. Longacre on the baseline. He's swarmed, and this one's tipped away by Josh Young again.
Got his 13th steal again.
Now here's Miller. Gives it off to Glantz with a big hop step. Ferocious drive. Unable to finish, though. Clancy with the rebound.
Tanner looked like he took a shoulder there.
Looks like Abington's really trying to send that pressure. If somebody catches it in the corner, as of course they don't do it there as soon as they say it. Here it is now. Callan double teamed in the corner. Got to help him up. That's going to be a jump ball, I believe. It is a jump ball. It'll be Abington ball, virtue of the possession arrow.
Looked like something between Anthony and someone on the bench there.
It's just offensively just a struggle by both teams so far. Unable to get really anything going. 19 points in the first 9 minutes of play. Young was looking for Miller inside, couldn't get it off to him though. Now here's Kellen Ingram, takes Callan on the drive. Right hand finishes good, and Kellen Ingram is on the board again. Lead expands to 7. Rosenberger on the drive, runs into a double team, and they're going to call a blocking foul there on Miller.
These teams look similar so far. It just looks like Abington is able to hustle those some more plays.
So Wilkin checks back in. It's in foul trouble, but only 2 fouls, so not in danger yet. Abington remains in that zone look that's really giving Quakertown's offense fits early on. Wilkins' floater from 15 feet is good.
That was a great shot by Sam, able to float it over Joshua Young.
Cuts the lead down to 5, 14-9. Josh Young inside now going to work on the offensive end. This one off the back iron, rebounded by Tomlinson.
Really got to look to Ethan to try and get rebounds for Quakertown. So far they've been struggling, so you definitely want to look at Ethan to try and snag some more.
I feel like you got to try to get Miles Longacre a little bit more involved. He hasn't got a lot of touches yet so far as Cowan has this one ripped away. Lee in transition. Josh Young finished good. Abington lead now by 7.
Looks like Abington's really flourishing in the fast break. I think that's a new play. Haven't heard miss get called.
I hope the play's to Miles. I don't know how he hasn't gotten more touches early on. I mean, he's averaging 20.5 a game, leading the Quakertown offense by a wide margin. Next greatest on the team is Wilkin with 12.5. And this one's stolen away on the pass from Longacre. Lee up for the layup. Foul called on Cowan. He's going to the line for 2.
Looked like Anthony tried to hustle there and make up for the
turnover, miss pass.
Well, that's Miles' pass, but looked like he tried to make up for that play and ended up fouling the layup. That might be a good thing, though. Rather send him to the line.
No free points.
Yeah.
It's his first foul of the game, so you could use it.
Looks like this zone defense is really giving Quakertown some problems in the last 2 games.
As Lee misses that first one. Lee had some trouble from the line on Friday's game. He went 5 of 9. Still had 25 points to go along with 4 3 balls, so not a bad outing. And Lee makes the second of the pair.
That's the loudest I've heard this gym in a while.
Lead balloons now up to 8. So Quakertown 2 points in 3 minutes of play here in the second quarter. Just nothing going offensively.
It's just 9 points is definitely a struggle so far. You got to look to do something. If you're Quakertown, what are you trying to do on offense?
Well, you got to find a way to keep the ball moving against the zone. You got to try to get your best player some looks. So far, it's just been constant passes at the top of the key, which isn't really getting the ball inside to beat the zone. But it's tough, though. This Abington team, obviously a very good defensive unit.
It looks like when we do get the ball inside, it's just Joshua Young always winning that battle so far.
They send the doubles, too, on the baseline, which creates not a lot of space for anybody to work with.
This is the type of game where you have to win with perimeter shooting, which we've been lacking so far this season. So maybe this could be the start of something new.
Send this double again at Wilkin. He's trapped. He has nowhere really to go. He's just scramble for it. Stolen away. Aaron Jones gives it off to Ingram. Foul called. He's going to the line.
These traps are also really giving Quakertown a pain.
Just nothing going on the end down here.
That was definitely a good coaching adjustment by Abington's head coach.
Ingram misses the first.
Yeah, they're running laps after this game. You're going to see them running suicides after this game. All these missed free throws.
Ingram was 4 of 6 from the line against Wissahick and 3 of 4 against Upper Dublin. Shooting around 75% from the line all year as he will get the roll in the second. No, he does not. So free Frosties for the crowd.
That's a free Frosty for the crowd.
Free Chick-fil-A nuggets, whatever we're giving out now. And now Wilkins just going to get doubled at the top. Somebody has to help him out.
Looks like they're trying to double anybody.
Aiden Berge checked in for the first time today. Clancy's doubled. Another turnover. Jeremiah Lee goes the other way. Gives it off. Kamari Brasher layup good.
This is a tough watch right now when we have the ball off.
This is rough. And we expected a bit of a struggle with how they looked against the zone, and now just nowhere to go.
The zone and trap combo is really giving us some problems.
Wilkin gets it inside to Berge. Berge blocked away by Kamari Brasher. Clancy fouls Lee in transition. 5th team foul now for Quakertown.
It looked like a good pass inside to Sam. It just looked like we need to speed up taking that layup.
Yeah. Looked like he had some trouble hauling in the pass. And you can't be hesitant against a zone like this. You got to make quick decisions. Got to capitalize on open looks, but Quakertown just unable to do so far in this game. Aaron Jones now in the game, not to be confused with the Packers running back, as Brasher sparks the mid-range. This one's good.
Brasher comes into the game and shoots 2 for 2 as Quakertown calls a timeout.
Once again, still 2 points in the second quarter. We're about halfway through it. And it's just a rough offensive outing, but you don't really need to hear that from us. Anybody watching the game can tell that.
Just really nothing's working. Like, nothing.
I feel like you got to get into a new offensive set. Like, the passing around the top of the key just doesn't do a lot for you. You got to maybe go to a 1-3-1 to try to beat it. Try to get somebody along the baseline, but Abington is just swarming them right now.
Just looks like we can't. It looks like it's been a struggle passing the ball. We're getting doubled and turning the ball over.
It's just
looks like Abington's in every passing lane.
It's a well-coached unit by Abington, the head coach, Charles Grasty. They won 14-8 last year and won 2 playoff games. Lost some starters, but Jeremiah Lee has stepped into a bigger role this year. He's contributed on all ends of the floor. So Berge will remain in the game for Quakertown. Wilkin now taking it up. 3:20 to go here in the first half of play. Here's Wilkin defended by Aaron Jones. He drives. Longacre now takes it off the dribble. Right hand finish no good. Rebounded now by Glantz. And the student section is letting the ref hear it.
Really wanted a call there on Joshua Young.
As Lee finishes at the cup. Lead now is up to 14. Tomlinson inside. Can he finish? Jump ball before the layup's good. That's a questionable call. That's tough.
I think the ref was hanging out with Ryan Wood before this game.
Yeah, that was interesting. Longacre trying to get it in after the questionable jump ball call. Longacre corner 3. Does the ball don't lie? No, the ball lied. Lee in transition the other way. Wilkin with the defense forces the miss. Berge, can he haul in the rebound? No, it'll remain ghost ball. Quakertown coach is just in despair.
You know when you wake up angry and you just feel like your day's not going to go very well? That's how kind of I was feeling this morning. Looks like this is just the cherry on top.
Abington did not feel that way.
Yeah, Abington. This is the best day ever for them.
A 2-point performance here in the first quarter, or second quarter. So they're going to check on Glantz now. It's Lathan Miller inbounding it.
Yep.
And defensively, Quakertown has not played that bad. It's just offensively has turned into turnovers and then free points on the other end. Aaron Jones gives it off. Here's Miller. Kicks it back to Jones in the corner. 3 balls good. Longacre on the closeout, unable to get there. And this is getting ugly.
Oh, brother.
A little bit of a different set now as they get Longacre some off-ball movement, but he throws one up to Wilkin, who sparks the 3. Shot's too strong. Rebounded by Brasher. Aaron Jones going the other way. Defended by Berge. Gives it off Lee. Foul called and 1 for Jeremiah Lee.
The offensive set there by Quakertown was much better. It looked like we had an open shot there, maybe even two. But you just got to try and get back on defense there to try and prevent that transition. And then Jeremiah Lee was able to get the foul there.
Dalton Cornell checks in for Abington after the Lee and one. See if he can make it a three-point play. Expand the lead up to 20. He's able to do so. So Quakertown still with 9 points. I think it's been about 5 minutes since their last field goal. Longacre looking for somewhere to go. Berge with a nice pass fake. Berge now on the drive. He's double teamed, stolen away by Jones again. Jones in transition, finishes at the cup, and this is getting out of hand.
I thought it was already out of hand.
I would say so.
It looks like Abington's really jumpy to things, so maybe you should try doing like a pass fake or something.
A little bit more, yeah. You gotta try something new. I don't know. That's an air ball there by Wilkin. Lee pulls up. Shot's good. Jeremiah Lee adding on to his first half total.
It's really been a drag so far.
We're approaching podcast territory as the travel's called on Longacre, and this is getting... I've already said it's out of hand. I need some new terminology for it.
Oh, man. At least one double digits coming into half. That's all I want for Christmas.
I don't think Santa's giving it to you, Jay.
Yeah, I don't think he is either.
Under a minute to play in a despicable first half performance as Lee finishes at the rim. And you kind of just have to laugh at this point. 35-9, Abington leads. This one's tipped away. It'll stay Quakertown ball. We're approaching podcast territory.
We definitely are.
I hope you had your material ready. It's going to be a lot of dead time in the second half. Longacre with the nice fake. Can he finish, though? No, it's too strong. Finally an open look, but just unable to finish. Pass fake now by Cornell. He pulls the three. This one's no good. It's sparked out. Kept in. Berge with the rebound.
Oh, we had Kyle leaking out there.
Rosenberger pull up mid-range. No good.
That's
tipped
our
out of
ball.
bounds. Stays Quakertown ball.
Yeah. I pointed the wrong way.
2.8 to play. Got to get a shot up. It's tipped out by Jack DiArco. Longacre's got Clancy in the corner. See if he gets it to him. Now he's covered. Finds Clancy. Three ball at the buzzer. No good. Tomlinson on the follow. It's not going to count. And that's the end of the first half. Abington leads 35-9. Unable to beat the zone. The story of the first half by Quakertown. Just a not great performance on both ends of the court. Hopefully a little bit better of entertainment here at the halftime half-court shots. We'll be back for the second half. Abington leads 35-9. Welcome back to the second half. Abington leads Quakertown 35-9. To be honest, the real highlight of the second half is going to be who wins the PS5.
No, it's all about winning quarters. When you're down in a game like this, like we played Pro-Am on Xbox, you just want the moral victories right now.
Maybe try to not get your score doubled, maybe.
Triple.
Maybe try to cut it to within 20 or...
You could always look to just try and outscore them in the second half. Things like that.
Here's Rawls at the top. He checks back in after 3 fouls in the first half. Gives it off to Josh Young. Josh Young finally misses a shot, which... Rosenberger on the steal. Can we score? Yes! The first points for Quakertown in 6.5 minutes. It is truly a miracle.
Our half-court defense has not even been that bad.
It's really not. It's just been the transition turnovers.
And the offense has been an absolute
And Jack,
struggle.
I don't know about you, but I smell a comeback.
I smell a comeback too.
Rosenberger, 3-ball, first 5 points of the half. Good, Kyle Rosenberger. You smell that?
I smell it.
Swinging.
We're on a 5-0 run right now.
That halftime speech must have been generational. The lead's down to 21, and it feels like it's Game 7 of the finals in here.
You can just tell that the energy's back in this stadium.
Glance trips and falls. Ball's on the ground. Wilkin dives for it. Ingram there too. Foul, or no, timeout call.
You'd like to see the hustle there by Quakertown. You can tell that they haven't quit yet.
I don't know what head coach Tony DeCosta said in the halftime locker room, but whatever it was, it's got these guys ready for the
I think they might have Ray Lewis in there giving inspirational speeches.
They had Ed Reed too.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike Ditkin made an appearance.
So I'm noticing a lot more open shots so far.
That's
the fast break points and then the corner three, but a lot more open shots for Quakertown so far.
Well, when you finally force some turnovers, it leads to open shots in transition.
Exactly.
We've seen that from Abington. Quakertown has just been unable to force any turnovers because they're not playing half-court defense since Abington scoring in the first 5 seconds of the possession.
It's definitely true.
Yeah.
So if you're Quakertown, you definitely want to focus on doing that. Now, if you could win the half, that'd be pretty good.
I mean, a little moral victory. Hard to say that when you're about to be 2-6, but I mean, hey. You can find out how to beat the 2-3 of Abington, who's a really good defensive team. Shows some promise for the future of this season. Here's Ingram on the drive. He goes up strong. Ball's going out of bounds, saved by Josh Young, and they rule it Quakertown basketball.
I don't know if that was out of bounds, but
I don't know.
It's fine. I think it would have went that way anyway.
In the house up here from that, but Quakertown stringing together some stops. See if they can beat the 2-3 as it's turned away. Jeremiah Lee, foul called on the floor. Will be an inbound for Abington.
Well, like what we were talking about, the half-court defense is pretty good, but the issue is that they've been in transition so much off of their half-court defense.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably been less than double-digit normal half-court possessions for Abington. Thrown into the backcourt for Damon Rawls. Wilkin chases him. Rawls fakes the midi, gives it off to Young. He's got Glance open, takes Tomlinson off the drive, goes to the rim. No foul call, blocked away by Callan, finished by Josh Young.
Josh Young with about his 80th rebound there this game. He's really been a monster so far.
He's probably got a quadruple-double at this point.
Yeah.
Tomlinson, mid-range, wide open, banks it home. The bank is open on Thursday.
I had to clap for that. Like, we're getting open shots now.
Yeah. Young has some trouble now. Tomlinson goes for the steal. Rawls gives it off to Lee. He throws one up. It's an air ball. Foul call now.
If you're Jeremiah Lee, you definitely want to make the extra pass there baseline, but I guess it worked out in the end.
There's a scramble for it. Ingram going to the line now for the first time in the third quarter on our end of the court. Ingram misses the first. Did the ball lie?
Looked like Ingram was pretty surprised that one missed.
I was too. It was in and out. Rolls home for the second.
Looked like the Kawhi bounce there.
Abington back to that full court pressure, and there's another turnover. Rosenberger tries to steal it.
Oh.
Out of bounds, it'll be Abington ball.
Looked like Kyle was out of bounds while he touched the player there.
That's what they called it, yeah. 38-16, Abington leads. Now here's Rawls. You think you should try to send some doubles at Rawls? I mean, he is 5'5". It's got to figure he got the 2 guys on him with the height advantage. Be easy to force some turnovers.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like we've really tried to send doubles this game.
Especially when you're down by 22, you would think you try to get some quick stops.
Well, I guess the half-court defense really hasn't been that big of a problem, but
Young goes up for the layup. Tomlinson tips it away. Jeremiah Lee off the foot of Glance. It's a scramble, and Damon Rawls goes for the legs of Wilkin on the loose ball. Thankfully, Wilkin's okay. That could have been dangerous.
Student section getting hyped up for that one. That looked like a football play.
Doesn't matter what the score is, but they're always in it.
Some might say Rawls has the dog in him.
Lead is 22 for Abington. Here's Wilkin now. Takes Lee off the drive. This one's blocked away, but they call a foul. Wilkin going to the line for 2. Trying to cut the lead to 20, which was the goal coming out of the third quarter break. Wilkin makes the first.
Wilkin has really improved his free throw shooting throughout the season. I remember one of the first games we commentated, he struggled from the line, but since then he's really been shooting pretty well. Yeah,
then he went 12 for 12 against Holy Ghost. He had 14 points on that game Saturday. 12 of them came on free throws, the Joel Embiid stat line.
Yeah.
Finally, a double sent by Quakertown. They got Aaron Jones in trouble, and Abington's forced to use a timeout. What we're all waiting for, though, the winner of this PS5 being announced after the third quarter. 4:48 to play. Abington leads by 20. And coming into this game, I mean, it looked like Quakertown could add a 3-game win streak, but they suffered a tough loss to Hatboro. Abington, the same way, had that loss against Wissahickon on Tuesday. Kind of a surprise. Wissahickon, a team that Quakertown beat on Friday. So both teams with some underwhelming starts, both with 2 wins, looking for number 3.
You want to look at the good in this for everybody that showed up to watch this game, including the players. At least we don't have school tomorrow.
That is a benefit. Makes you feel a little bit better about a 20-point loss when you don't got to set that alarm for 7 a.m. in the morning.
Definitely. No, I've seen crazier, I think.
Such as?
I don't know, but I feel like I have. It's just how I just had to.
Lead is 20 for Abington, 4.5 to play in the third. Jones looking for Glance on the cut, gives it off to Young. Good defense by Berge, but he finishes at the rim.
Looks like the Popovich Spurs ball movement right there.
Running the triangle offense,
yeah,
Phil Jackson type of
Josh Young open, down low. He's really been a monster so far this game. It's definitely between him and Jeremiah Lee for game MVP right now for Abington.
Berge's open. He gives it out to Wilkin. Left wing 3 ball. No good. Ingram on the break now. Defended by Longacre. Nice Euro step. Right hand finishes good.
If you're Quakertown there, you can't even be mad at that. You got the open shot. You just got to try and either A, make the shot, or B, you got to try and get back on defense.
It's always a good play in making the shot.
Well, yeah, but you got to try and get back there on defense.
You know, we called the Thanksgiving football game, and in that game, we kind of hated on the Jaguars a little bit as Tomlinson finishes at the rim. We kind of hated on the Jaguars a little bit. They play tonight. Trevor Lawrence just had that upset against Dallas. He's in my fantasy lineup. I need a big win from Jacksonville tonight.
I got Zay Jones too, so
it's a lot of fantasy interest in a Jacksonville Jets game late in the season, which is rare. Have to find things to talk about when you're in a 22-point blowout, but
Who do the Eagles play?
They have Dallas this week.
Oh. How do you think that game's going? Oh!
Turnover by Abington.
See, once again, the Quakertown half-court defense has
been good.
Pretty good.
It's just the transition when you're giving
And
up
the rebounds.
2-on-1s and the rebounds, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that Eagles-Dallas game, I thought that might have been a little bit more important had Dallas finished off that game against Jacksonville, but Longacre's layup is blocked away.
Well, Gardner Minshew against Dallas, I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Especially being a Giants fan, like, you got to see. I don't care who loses here.
Someone's losing. That's a good thing for you. It's a NFC East rival.
I mean, this game doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things when Daniel Jones is holding up that Lombardi trophy at the end of the season, but we can wait a little bit for that.
And we're going to shift the conversation back to basketball after that. Obviously, you were also hanging out with Ryan Wood before the game.
See, we got back on defense here, which is a lot better.
Glance finds Young inside. Gives it off to Ingram. He goes up strong, unable to finish. Young on the tip, on the follow now.
This is what I'm talking about. We're getting
stolen away by Longacre. Euro step, left hand layup's good. Miles Longacre. Wanted the and one, they didn't get it.
Miles has really been pretty consistent at finishing with both hands this season.
Glance has Ingram wide open. He goes hard to the cup, foul to go into the line again.
This has really been a solid quarter for Quakertown.
I mean, yeah, they had 9 points coming into the break. They're up to 13 now in the third quarter. Have to wonder if that's something to do with the Abington's defensive intensity. Maybe try not to foul them, give them some free points, but Ingram makes the first. Ingram's been at the line a lot. I think this is his sixth free throw now. As Ingram makes the pair. More full court pressure now for Abington. They get it up now.
Ooh.
Tomlinson had Longacre, but unable to find him. Kicked out to Wilkin, who's doubled. Longacre looking for some openings here against the zone, unable to find anything. Tomlinson's trapped in the corner. He's taking Glance baseline, gives it out to Berge.
You got to look at quick passes here, trying to get an open shooter. Oh.
Fourth travel, I believe, by Quakertown.
This looks like Quakertown's playing a little bit antsy here, trying to. Looks like the zone's really getting to them, making them make mistakes like traveling.
I just think they're struggling offensively, but Ingram again. No foul call, but he finishes. Lead up to 24. This is testing my bigger subtraction skills here with the leads. Normally it's within 10. I mean, we're up to 24 now. Got Wilkin on the baseline. He's going to take Brasher off the dribble, kicks it out. Berge hesitates. He's double teamed. He's looking for someone. Tomlinson finds Rosenberger in the paint, and it's blocked away.
Been blocked off the backboard. It must be a horrible feeling.
We've all had that experience before. I feel like.
I haven't.
As there's Aaron Jones, the Packers running back. Just kidding.
I think the person I'm playing in fantasy has Aaron Jones, too. I don't know.
That's not true because I have Aaron Jones and I'm not playing you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
If Aaron Jones plays like this Aaron Jones, we might have some issues in my fantasy game.
Rosenberger corner three ball, too strong. 6 seconds to play. Abington's got to get the final shot up. Lee drives. Air ball on the way up, no good. Brasher follows, but it's after the buzzer. And a 13-point third quarter performance by Quakertown feels like a bit of a win. As you look at me with the sarcastic face.
It was the start of this quarter actually went really, really solid for Quakertown.
And then it looked like the first half again, but
yeah, it did look like the second quarter at the end of the third, but
And it's the moment that we have all been waiting for. I believe they're supposed to announce the PS5 winner, correct?
Oh, right now?
I thought it was after the third quarter. That's what I heard.
I don't know, but it looks like senior running back wide receiver John Etherton's really excited.
He's really hoping to win the PS5 giveaway. Maybe they're trying to keep people in the building for the fourth quarter. No, they're doing it over there. Do you think we're going to hear a loud reaction from someone if they win, or it'll be a bit of a quiet one? Well, the fourth quarter's about to start. They haven't announced the winner. Who did they say won? I couldn't hear it.
I have no idea. Did anybody win?
What did they say?
I don't know if anybody won.
Do you know who won the PS5 giveaway? I couldn't hear anything. Is that what they said? It sounded like Dr. Hood.
Oh, really?
Might as well give some shout out to Dr. Hood. He's a great teacher. And Mrs. Hood made some great pretzel candies for us last week.
Kyle's getting a lot of looks from this corner.
Jack, why don't you give some Christmas positivity to your favorite teacher? Who's number one this year for you?
Ooh, honestly, I've had a pretty solid lineup of teachers. Well, I know Mr. Carr's watching this, so I'm gonna definitely give it to Mr. Carr.
Of course.
Really brings a lot of joy to my heart being able to talk to Mr. Carr on a daily, and that's not sarcasm.
Yeah.
He's been one of my favorite teachers so far during high school. Also up there is Mr. Auger.
Definitely.
He's pretty solid. Mrs. Miller writing Braden Schuler's swipe passes at the top left of the screen, which he's at around 200 and how many?
I believe he's up to 230 bathroom
230
passes
swipe passes on the year is kind of crazy.
It's a world record.
Which means we did some math, and that averages out to about 3.89 passes per day.
Some elite
crazy
numbers.
To think about.
Some Hall of Fame numbers.
Looks like some people might be leaving a little bit early. See quarterback Vince McCucci leaving.
You don't have to call him out for that.
I'm just being real. You can't blame the guy. Not right now, at least. He got a shirt.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to watch some of the Thanksgiving highlights right now. Tomlinson on the drive. He's fouled going to the line.
It's a great call.
Looks like he's down. He's going to get up under his own power. Just got to hope for no injuries in a game that's kind of out of hand.
Definitely, especially right before Christmas.
You know, I've been there before. You don't want to spend your Christmas day laying in bed with your legs straight in the leg brace.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
It does.
Yeah.
Tomlinson makes the first. I mean, and once again, like Quakertown.
Paul Glanson for Jeremiah Lee.
Half-court defense, transition offense when they force the turnovers have been pretty solid. Tomlinson makes both.
One of the positives, our free throw shooting has been pretty good.
It has been very good, yeah.
It's been definitely better than Abington so far.
It's improved throughout the course of the year, too, which is good to see. Haven't had a lot of late-game, close, clutch scenarios where free throws mattered, but Lathan Miller now from the corner. He airballs for the second time tonight. But Josh Young, who else on the glass? Can Young shoot the throw? Oh my goodness, this guy is the greatest. Young can rebound, he can shoot, he can play defense.
Hopefully the Lakers draft that guy.
Yeah, I mean, and believe it or not, he wasn't even starting earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
He started his first game, I believe, against Upper Dublin, which is kind of shocking with the way he's playing. Clancy with a nice bounce pass to Wilkin. Unable to make the 15-foot floater. His pass is off the feet of Brasher, but he corrals it. So under 6 to play in the fourth. Abington 51, Quakertown 24. As Glantz gives it off to Brasher, who finishes at the rim.
No, it could be worse. Could be 54 to 24.
It could, and that would be 30 points. Try to keep it within 30. Corner 3 ball by Jones is no good. Young in on the offensive glass. Quakertown ball. As number 25 for Abington, Sean Swinton will check in for the first time. See if maybe we see some new faces for Quakertown in this fourth quarter, maybe getting some varsity reps late in the game in a blowout. Longacre's open, left wing 3 short. Glantz.
Powerful pass by Glantz.
Pass inside, but it's turned over.
Look like a Russell Westbrook pass.
Under 5 to play in the fourth. Abington leads by 29. Quakertown moving the ball. This one's poked away by Lathan Miller. He's on the drive. He's short on the wide open layup.
That was disgraceful.
They're letting them hear it. You gotta find the wins in a game like this. Foul call on the drive.
You know, I'm running out of things to say.
It's tough in a game like this.
Ooh.
Clancy corner 3. Way off.
Been a promising shooter all season.
Clancy had 11 points against Holy Ghost Prep. He had 3 3-balls. We were there for that game. As Abington answers with an air ball of their own, returning the favor.
Oh.
Jack, if you were in this game right now, how many shots would you be taking?
All of them.
I'm getting my shots up, that's for sure. Glantz kicks it out. Now here's Rawls. Pass off the feet of Brasher again. We're watching Abington. I mean, they look like a pretty solid team. I thought that they were a little bit better than what their record indicated. They sit at 2-4 after a playoff run last year.
RJ Fico and...
So both Fico brothers now into the game.
Some Fico action.
Yeah. You know, it's probably not too rare of a thing to see in high school. I mean, Quakertown has 2 brothers on this team. Are they twins? That's a good question.
Well, yeah, right?
I don't know.
Thanks.
Rosenberger with some defensive instincts there as he's going to the line looking for the and one.
There we go. Kyle on a one-man mission there.
But yeah, Quakertown with 2 pairs of brothers, with the Woken brothers and the Fico brothers. Believe that this is RJ Fico's first varsity action of the year, as Rosenberger is short on the free throw. I'll give it to Kyle. He's still playing hard despite the score differential. Rawls with an errant pass tipped off the hands of Clancy.
You know,
Could use some food right now.
I'm interested because I've heard a lot of different answers, and this is a Christmas-related question.
Okay.
So what's the normal Christmas day? Oh.
Nice finish
What's
there.
What's the normal Christmas day schedule for the Pellegrino household?
Well, it's a little bit different this year, but Probably going to have 5 p.m. dinner, classic.
Like, when do you guys normally open up presents?
In the morning. In the morning.
In the morning?
Standard family tradition.
Like about what time? Because some people wake up at
well, you see,
they get up nice and early at 6. Some people
it's progressed throughout the course of the year, or the course of my childhood years. I mean, before it used to be the 7 a.m. crack of dawn type of thing.
Real early.
Yeah, but now it's kind of just like whenever I feel like it. I mean, my parents are normally up before me now, which kind of changes. It used to be me up before them, but what about you?
Well, normally my parents didn't like waking up too early. I don't know why, but I was always a very, very excited kid. So what I started doing is I used the...
Sprasher with the 3 ball, way off.
That one shook the ground.
That was a ferocious...
Looks like Jimmy might be checking in.
Jimmy with some varsity action, Brendan as well.
They check in. No, so at our house, what I normally did is because they didn't like me waking up, so what I used to do is put my phone, hook up the speaker, and put the speaker under their bed. And then what I do is I play the line Sleeps Tonight. Is that what that?
Yeah,
that one. And I play that to try and wake them up.
Yeah, that's
how I normally got them up.
That's a great
idea. This
idea.
year, I don't know how it's gonna go. I heard they might be doing some crazy schedule.
I mean, it's unfortunate, though, with the NFL schedule. I was hoping for some better games, but we got Denver, L.A. as our 4:30 dinner game. It's kind of rough. Ball's turned over by Abington. I mean, I'm hoping for a Jimmy 3 here.
Hoping for a 3.
He's coming off the pick there. He's open. I would have sparked that.
I almost stood up.
Jimmy's dancing right now. Clancy with a nice move there. Hit by Rawls.
If you're the younger players here, you definitely want to just look on getting some shots up. Looks like we have a full JV lineup in that right now.
Tanner doesn't play a lot of JV.
He plays both.
Primarily varsity, but yeah. A couple of new faces checking in for Abington as well. Number 11, Jake Magnagalt. And 31, John Roberts. Minute and a half to play. Abington 55, Quakertown 26. Fico at the line on the 1-1. Misses the first. As the clock winds down on this December 22nd matchup. Last day before Christmas break for us. Exciting times.
Not exciting for the basketball team, though.
As DeArco
definitely not excited.
Sparks the 3.
The good part about, there aren't that many good parts, but the good part about this game is this one might be one that's easy to forget. I know you're losing by a lot, but you're going into Christmas, break. Like, there's some major events in that might make you forget this loss.
Yeah, they're back in action on the 27th, I believe, against Saucon Valley. So you got a 5-day break after 2 games in 3 days. Also back-to-back last weekend, so maybe some tired legs as a result of the lack of intensity here tonight. Can't really make that excuse, though, as Abington faced a similar schedule. I got to give some credit to Abington's uniforms, too. They are looking kind of nice.
Yeah.
The Nike logo at the top, the
kind of
nice
looks like
Abington
the
font.
Kobe High School jerseys.
Looks like they're going to be content to dribble this one out as the clock winds down. Quakertown will fall to 2-6 on the 22-22 campaign as they drop this Liberty Division matchup to Abington, 58-26. Jack, any final words before we sign off here tonight?
I hope you all have a great holiday. Tune in for the next game. Hopefully we do better, but just gotta bounce back from this one.
Hopefully your Christmas break's better than the way this one went. Happy holidays from us, Rocco Pellegrino signing off.